right. This is my first time doing this, so we will see. Oh, apparently I'm recording right now. Okay. This is my first time doing this, so bear with me, guys. So for those of you who might have missed it or need a little bit of recap, I'm going to go over Chapter 9, A Dividing Nation, and quickly just talk about the introduction as well as Section 1. I have already pulled up our textbook on TCI, History Alive, Pursuing American Ideals. I'm going to go to my introduction. Basically, what the introduction is about is just talking about a senator named Charles Sumner who made a speech that was insulting pro-slavery and those that supported pro-slavery. Well, he called out one of the authors of a specific pro-slavery law named Andrew P. Butler and made fun of him. Well, Butler's nephew, Preston Brooks, didn't like that and ended up beating Sumner while on the Senate floor. Okay, so we're already seeing the big divide between North and South, pro versus anti-slavery. Okay, so from there we go to Section 1. Okay, and this is where we see a lot of the attempts at trying to patch things up with tensions between the North and South. And notice I said patch because it's going to act like a Band-Aid, but obviously it's not going to solve it. So the first thing that comes to the stage is the Missouri Compromise. Okay, as the United States continues to get larger and larger, people are starting to wonder, well, is this state going to be a free state? Is this one going to be a slave state? It needs to stay equal. All right. So what ends up happening is what's called the Missouri Compromise. All right, I have that map here on my screen. So Missouri, going to be a brand new state, is going to be a slave state. And what's decided is below that at this 3630, okay, latitude and longitude, anything around this area is going to be slave territory. North of that is going to be free territory. All right. Now the trade-off, the slave states got Missouri and Maine became a state, and that is also a free state. Okay, so that was the Missouri Compromise. Notice compromise. They're trying to get both sides happy. All right. Well, eventually we know that that's not going to stay that way. From there on, it talks about two very different ways of life between the North and the South. Okay. The North is very urban. Okay. Thinks cities like New York City and Philadelphia. Okay. Those are going to have a lot higher populations, especially because immigrants are coming into those areas in the North. All right. What is also happening down in the South at the same time is they are going to continue to stay rural. Okay. Think farmland, plantations, not many big, small cities. Not many cities. It's all smaller. Okay. What also ends up happening is we see that while agriculture is still a big part of the North's economy, it is definitely the workshops, the factories, okay, what are called manufactured goods, right? Industry, industrial. That is what's going to start to drive the North's economy. That's where the money is made. On the other side of that in the South, it's pretty much all agricultural, okay? There are some manufacturing jobs down in the South, but that is not their main source of income, all right? Their main source of income is agriculture. From there, all right, the North is going to have a lot more railroads. And you can see that here in this map. I've clicked on it and I'm highlighting it. All these black lines are railroads, okay, where they can transfer all of their goods that they have made up in those manufacturing plants. Now, as I travel south, there's some, but it's not like that. Okay, the South does not have near as many railroads. Okay, the South uses a lot of canals and rivers in order to trade and bring their goods around. Okay. So there's huge differences between the North and the South. All right. And some of these differences we're going to definitely see in the Civil War itself. Okay. Be thinking about that manufacturing up in the North. Be thinking about all those railroads. Okay. How might these things be extremely helpful when it does come time for war? Okay. All right. Please let me know if you have any questions at Gable, GABLEK, at bfschools.org. I would love to answer any questions that you have. All right. Let's see if I can shut this off. Have a good one, you guys.